Shalom Akim, Barakatha Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS that rule well, and salutations to all of the sincere Akim worldwide. The purpose of this sit down is just to emphasize some of the more wicked BS that Esau's promoting. And as you can see from the title of this RT article, it reads, whistling at women and asking for their phone number could cost men €350 in France. So in short, if you holler at a woman on a, I'm feeling you kind of tip, I want to get your number shit, if she reports you on some sexual harassment or just general harassment in general, you could get a £350 fine for stopping a girl in the street real quick and asking for her number. I read that and literally I was taken aback. I couldn't speak for a couple of seconds. In fact, let me read you the first paragraph. Men in France could be fined €350, approximately $435 if they follow women in the street, whistle at them, make loud comments about their appearance, or ask for their phone numbers, according to a draft proposal to combat sexual contempt. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second. Now, they're trying to say, the way they've written it, it's like, yeah, you follow a woman, like a man is really gonna. Obviously, yes, I understand it does happen, but for the most part, they're trying to make it seem like men in masses, yeah, just follow women around. Like we just see women and say, yeah, I'm just gonna follow her home and whistle at her the whole time and just take a half-hour detour. Man, they're gonna fine you €350 for stopping a woman in the street and saying, I think you're pretty, can I get your number? Imagine that. This man is trying to stop the natural course of life, man. Literally, it's actually going to become a law in France and you could be fined for it. The new report will be presented to the French government in the coming days, local media report. The plans come from a parliament working group set up by France's Secretary of State for Equality. Equality? I'm going to get onto that in a minute. But equality, I'm even going to read that name. The politicians behind the proposal suggest that men who violate women's freedom of movement in public space... Wait, what? What? Who violate women's freedom of movement in public space. Hey, that is an abomination, yeah? I'm going to tell you straight up. I don't care if we live in the so-called 21st century, yeah? 2018. Yeah, like a woman does not have no freedom of movement in public space. She is either in her father's household, yeah, maintaining her father's house, or she's with her husband, man. He that getteth a woman getteth a possession, yeah? A woman, you own your woman, yeah? Rightfully so. Maybe not in Esau's kingdom, because this is bizarro world out here. But he that getteth a woman, let me just find that real quick. And I'm gonna bring this all out of the Bible. You see, this is gonna offend a lot of you women in particular. But hey, man, this is the truth, man. It's just the truth. So they said, violate women's freedom of movement in public space, yeah, should face a minimum fine of €90. So basically, if you make a woman feel uncomfortable when she's rightfully moving independently without any man's permission, yeah, you should be fined €90. Okay, let's piss off some feminists right now. This is Sirach chapter 36, yeah? This is the word of God, by the way. Sirach chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, a pillar of rest. Let me break that down for you. He that gets a wife gains a possession. Acquires a possession. Your wife is your possession. Yeah? A help, a servant, a help like unto himself. Let me give you an example. I've worked all day and my back is tired. Can you rub it for me? I'm hungry. Can you cook me something? Yes. Yeah, like unto himself and the pillar of rest. Yeah, not to come home and have to put on the boxing gloves and go sparring. Yeah, a woman is supposed to be a pillar of rest for her husband. Yeah, but the main point, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Why? Because she is originally her father's possession. Yeah, doing whatever she does to make her father's household stronger, whether she's good at sewing or she's an artist or whatever the hell have you, man. Like, she does what she does to bring in income to support her family. She'll cook for the family, do whatever. And then she goes to her husband and she does the same for her husband and looks after the children. That's the role of a woman. That's the natural role that God made the woman for. But this damn devil, thinking that he is God, man, sitting in the temple of the Most High as if he is the Most High, got his image, that Cesare Borgia up in there. He's going to try and remix the shit. Hey, man, we going back to the old song, Esau. We ain't fucking with your new remix, man. We ain't fucking with that dubstep. Yeah? Straight into the point. Let's go back into the article. I don't give a fuck how people feel about this. It's the truth, yeah? He that opposeth the word he that hateth the despiseth the word must be destroyed, man. Thus says the scriptures. So anyway, it says, for those who can pay on the spot, if the fine is delayed, it could reach €350, the report says. The document will be presented to Shipper, whatever the name is, Minister of Justice Nicole Bellew, and Minister of Interior Gerard Colomb. Let's go to the main point. Let's see. The 25-page report has yet to be made public, and it's unclear what the authors define as being an example of sexual contempt towards women. Quest France newspaper, which saw the report, say that following a woman, asking her for a phone number and whistling at her could all be punishable. So if you literally see a woman, you take 2 steps and say, excuse me, sorry, and you say, listen, I just think you're kind of cute, I want to know if I could get your number. That's a punishable offence in Esau society. So really and truly, what am I supposed to resort to? I mean, hey, and asking for a phone number and whistling at her could all be punishable, as would making loud remarks about a woman's looks. This all happens before insults and sexual assault, which are already punished by the penal code. So by you stopping and asking a woman for her number, you're planning to insult and sexually assault her. Wow. Anyway, let's see this. According to the High Council for Equality, okay, between women and men, 100% of women claim they have been harassed on public transport at least once, with 82% of those questioned being younger than 17 years old. So my question is, if you're trying to fight for equality, yeah, why is it that you have to give the women extra protection? Where is the freedom for men in men's movement groups? And you best believe me, it happens when you know, you might come out, you looking a little, you got some sauce, a woman's on some, yeah, excuse me, and my friend kind of thinks you. What about the sexual harassment groups for that? Hey, no man gives a fuck. Hey, man, men are gonna be dealing with women, man. You know what I mean? If a fine ass woman, and you gotta be sure she's a woman nowadays. But if a fine ass woman step to you as a man on something, yo, I'm kind of feeling you. You gonna make sure everything's alright, where it's supposed to be at. You gonna make sure she ain't got no issues down there, and you're gonna deal with it, man. And women are the same, man. Women like men, man. Women like to be approached by men, and I'm not. I mean, it's crazy, but. It's researchable. One of the top sexual fantasies of women is to be raped. And hey, take from that what you will, but you can actually look this up. Women actually, one of their top fantasies is to simulate rape in sex, and that's the reality of it. That's why there's a lot of these freaky ass bitches, man, that will tell you some crazy. I mean, I ain't gonna get into all of that, but hey, man, like this man. Let's get into the scriptures, man, because this man is totally going against the order. Totally going against the order, trying to say you got how do you even get a woman's number? How do you get in contact with a woman? How? You can't even talk to her because she could turn around and say, yeah, he violated my freedom of movement in society, some bullshit like that, and then you gotta pay a fucking fine. And you best believe that shit gonna spread like wildfire across Europe, man. Babylon, bizarro world, man. This is Genesis 1:28, and the Most High, and let me read it proper. And the powers blessed them, and the powers said, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it. The point is there, be fruitful and multiply. How are you going to be fruitful and multiply if you can't even communicate? You can't even holler at the chick to let her know that you're feeling her. So how the fuck are you going to deal with it? Come on, man. Esau, man. Come on, man. The Most High made man and woman to procreate, man, to have sex, man. You see a fine ass woman, nice little bumper, some titties. You wanna, as an Israelite man, you wanna hit that, man. It's your duty if she's single to do the right thing for that woman, man. Look after her, man. You get me? But Esau, and you see it in the world as well. Like, you might be at the job, you might work with some Edomites. A fine ass woman walk by, Esau pretend he didn't even see the shit. All the jakes are like, oh shit, Esau just there like, I need to get back to this paperwork. Edomites are off, man, completely off. They don't even like women, man. That's why this homosexual LGBT thing is so big, because Edomites don't even deal with women. They deal with each other, man. Total wickedness. Total wickedness. The order of man is to find a nice woman, hit that up and deal with it. This is Genesis 2:24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. In fact, let me start from verse 23. Genesis 2:23. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. That is also mentioned again in Ephesians, the 5th chapter, 31st verse, man. Hey, man. A man leaves his father and his mother and cleaves unto his woman, man. They shall be one flesh. Relationships are supposed to be fruitful. Relationships are supposed to last. You got it to where in England, for example, 53% of marriages, the last time I checked, end up in divorce. That's ridiculous. The Most High ain't dealing with no divorce, man. And furthermore, you people don't even get married the correct way anyway. There's no rings involved. That's all that's all pagan, man. Hey, sex consecrates marriage, man. Think about that for a second. Yeah? Like, come on, man. The man is the head, man. Yeah? And a man calls the shots. A man can deal with a woman if he wants to. A man, as long as the woman is single. If a man can deal with an Israelite man, Salakia, let me rephrase that. An Israelite man can deal with any single woman that he wants to. There's levels to the shit, of course, because you're only supposed to marry Israelite women, but you can have sex with any single woman you want, as long as she is literally single and not promised to anyone. Yeah? They spoke in that article about equality, yeah? And then if you break one of them laws, they're going to have you swearing on the same Bible I'm about to read out of, which says 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai, so who you would call Jesus Christ. The head of every man is Jesus, yeah? Put it into layman's terms. And the head of the woman is the man. The head of the woman is the man. And the head of Yahweh Shai, Jesus, is God, Yahweh. Hey, but the main point, the head of the woman is the man. So you talking all this equality, you break this law, they're going to have you in court swearing on this Bible when it says in 1 Corinthians 11:3, the head of the woman is the man. And they talking about some equality. Fuck Esau, man. Fuck Esau, man. Esau the damn devil, man. You trying to stop procreation. You trying to have it to where sex is for special occasions. That's one of the advertisements they had on those sex dolls, man. They said, yeah, man, why have sex all the time when you can just have sex with a doll and save sex for your woman for special occasions? Wickedness, man. Total wickedness. Total fucking wickedness, man. Oh, my God, man. This man needs to be eradicated, man. Otherwise, in 5 years' time, everyone's going to be having sex with robots. And women ain't... women going to have... they already have... Oh, man. This is wickedness, man. They're going to find a man 350 euros to talk to a woman in France. God damn. Can you imagine that, man? If you're in France, I feel sorry for you, man. You might have to migrate or something. That's like, fuck, you know. You still trying to do away with sex. You trying to do away with the beauty that comes with sleep, man. You know, Deuteronomy 22. I'm going to finish this. Deuteronomy 22, and I'm going to start from verse 28. If a man find a damsel, yeah, so if you find a little pretty something, according to the Bible, yeah, ancient times now, yeah, and it still relates to now. If a man find a damsel, yeah, nice fine honey, that is a virgin. Oh shit, she's a virgin, which is not betrothed. What does betrothed mean? Betrothed means she is not promised. In fact, hold on, let's go into the etymology of the word betrothed. So if a man find a damsel which is not betrothed, yeah, let's see what the word is. Aras.
Strong's H781. Aras.
Yeah, so it says to betroth, to engage, yeah? Okay, so if a man find a damsel, yeah, young woman, that is a virgin, untouched, which is not betrothed, engaged, and lay hold on her. So he grabs, imagine that he just holds her hand. I'm not saying brothers are not, of course brothers are not doing this, and in Esau's kingdom, that's not expedient. But if you find a young woman that is not betrothed and lay hold on her, so he actually holds her and lies with her, and they be found. So, you know, he saw this fine honey. He thought, yo, I need to get me some of that. He grabbed her hand and he lay with her. He had sex with her, and then they got found. The man that lay with her, let's see if he gonna go jail or pay a fine. Or it says the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver. Oh, so he's paying something, but what's he paying? He's paying dowry. Yeah. So he's gonna give the father 50 shekels of silver. So he pays the dowry, and she shall be his wife. She shall be his wife, because he have humbled her. He took the virginity, man. He may not put her away all his days. And man, yeah, and he shall not put her away all his days. Verse 30 is a separate law. He shall not put her away all his days. Now, of course, not all marriage happened like that. Sometimes you would have ceremonies and you have the token of virginity. But if he had it to where a woman was just out there, you know, not in her father's house, apparently practicing her freedom freedom in vocational spaces, you know, like Esau will put it, and she got found by a man, that man grabbed her and lay with her, then guess what? He has to do the duty of a husband, pay the dowry, and look after that woman for the rest of her life, man. And his life also, man. And that's the reality of it, man. Obviously, and there's nothing wrong with that. In this society, you know, that is not expedient to be doing that. So, of course, you know, you just do the modern day equivalent. You holler at a chick and you get the number, you work with it, and then you hit it up if you can, you know, because this is some bullshit ass kingdom, because you got to ask for permission to smack up the pussy. But back then, nah, man. Hey, man, that's lawful. That's in the Bible, the same Bible that they'll make you swear on. Read that to them in the Bible or the church and see how they feel about that. Deuteronomy 22, 28 and 29, man. Hey, man, he have humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. She shall be his wife. Because he's not hitting it up on some, I'm just going to fuck this bitch and give her an uppercut and then break her jaw and leave. That's not what it is, man. That's what Esau's definition is. Hey, he's hitting her up because he's like, yo, this woman is beautiful. I need her for my collection. I need her, man, as one of my women, man. And he hit her up and he wants to keep her around, man. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You find a sexy ass woman with a big ass. You know, why do you think these women dress like that, man? They do these slut walks talking about, I'm just doing it for my girls. You're doing it to get attention from men, man. But you're so bugged out. You want to pretend that it's not that. You still got to go, man. You're going to find a man for talking to a woman on road, yeah? You're going to find a man 350 euros. Look at that. And then look at the picture they used to advertise it. This woman's digging it, man. She's like taking me off that motorcycle and pound me in your house, bruv. Look at that, look at the picture. Esau's anti-life, man, and that's why he must be destroyed. I'm going to leave it there. 350 euro fine? God damn. Shalom, my king. Shalom.